live in about now. Well, yeah, we're live. Look at that. Second episode. Here we go.
Are we really?
Yeah, really. Watch live now. Smarks Clash podcast. Smarks Clash EP2. What are we gonna talk about?
How we didn't watch wrestling this month. Oh,
I got out of the call again. This is like the second fucking time. I'm done. Jesus. I hate YouTube sometimes. Like I like open YouTube on my phone to like copy the link to tweet it out on our Twitter page, and my phone says no, fuck you, you can't do that at all. I'm like, okay, thanks, bro, thanks. Right, Clash of Champions. Here we go. I think. Were you impressed by the card at all?
I'm going to be honest. I don't even remember what the card was. I watched and fucking hated it.
Well,
let me look it up real quick.
Yeah, I just opened the card on my laptop.
I'll do it on mine as well.
You fucking cunt. So, damn. Did you watch the pre-show?
I don't think so. I usually don't watch the pre-shows for the pay-per-views.
Yeah, me neither. Even though AJ Styles versus Cedric Alexander was on the show on the pre-show, but then again, it's the pre-show in a WWE event, so it's going to be it was about 5 minutes long.
Yep, 4 minutes and 55 seconds.
Dude, you have AJ Styles and Cedric Alexander, who are capable of turning the entire place down in the fucking main event, and then you have them go for like 4 minutes. What? On a pre-show. The former Ring of Honor fan in me has a broken heart right now.
Right.
Okay. The entire card was Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins, Braun Strowman. Strowman challenging for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Bailey against Charlotte for the Women's Championship. SmackDown Women's Championship.
Fucking God, that match.
Oh, yeah. The Revival against the New Day for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross against Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville for the Women's Tag Team Championship. Shinsuke Nakamura versus The Miz for the Intercontinental Championship. Sasha Banks against Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Tag Championships. Kofi against Orton for the WWE title. Rowan versus Reigns in a no DQ match. Holy shit, that match. And then we had Seth Rollins versus Braun Strowman in a Universal Championship main event match. Match of the night probably was, for me, Eric Rowan versus Roman Reigns, which is weird to say because I do not like either of those two men.
Right. Yeah, I didn't watch it.
Yeah, of course you didn't.
No, these storylines for me, like, it just stopped right when they fucking introduced the, like, imposter Rowan or whatever. I was fucking done with it.
Imposter Rowan?
Yeah, so the entire, like, storyline for this was, like, Roman did, like, a backstage segment, and, like, there was some, like, equipment that was rigged to, like, injure him or whatever, and it was, like, this entire weeks-long storyline of who did it, and Rowan and Daniel Bryan were just fucking all over the fucking place, and they fucking introduced like a guy who looked exactly like fucking Eric Rowan, and that's when I was done with it. I was like, all right, this is done. It was interesting for like 2 weeks, and then
on the pre-show
they had to fucking ruin it.
But then again, it's the Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't watch SmackDown or Raw, so I wouldn't know. I love the match though; it was fucking entertaining as hell.
There's one thing
Um,
I liked about the match.
hmm?
There's one thing I liked about it.
Because like I never experienced Eric Rowan in like a top tier match, well, quote unquote top tier match. And it proved to me how much Rowan is worth as an in-ring competitor in in the top league, you know, with the top guys. Like he's not like a top guy, but he can like really work a program and get shoved to the side again. And whenever they need a program, they're like, "Hey, Eric, we need you for a program."
Mhm.
And I can really see Rowan grow to that type of position. Yeah, actually, yeah, Roman's fucking talented. How did I not see this before? Because even in like the promo package before the match, he had some Rowan mic work, which was kind of impressive as well. Well, it was short in the promo package, so maybe it was like simulated, like it wasn't really good, but it looked good. It sounded good for what it was.
Mhm.
But fuck, even Roman was fucking great. Well, I know Roman is good in the ring. It's just like not my cup of tea. But shit, that man was great. Holy shit.
Wish I had watched it now.
You can do after we finish up here.
Yeah.
Nah, let's not.
I'll just fucking do it before next month.
Match of the month. Eric Rowan versus Roman Reigns. That was last month, you cunt. God damn it. Okay, let's move on. Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman. Let me just say something real quickly. I hate double duty. I hate it.
You hate what?
Double duty.
Mm.
Like, you're going to tell me that Seth Rollins gets pinned after getting what's Robert Roode's finishing move? A fucking DDT. Seth gets a fucking DDT. You're selling how resilient he is. Then he gets a fucking DDT, and 1, 2, 3, match is over. But you're telling me that a few hours later, he's facing Braun Strowman in the main event after he got beat by a fucking DDT, but then he fucking survives Braun Strowman. Do you not hear how stupid that sounds, WWE? Do you not? Do you fucking not? Do you get me?
Yeah, I do.
Like that's like the most inconsistent shit. You're priding yourself of being a storytelling company, but your fucking main show, your pay-per-view show, is a storytelling disaster from the first match already. Okay.
Mm.
Your opinion?
Kind of watched the match, didn't really care. It's one tag team who doesn't really exist versus another tag team that doesn't really exist. So I don't really give a shit about the tag team titles. I mean, we all knew Rollins and Strowman were going to drop them, so that could bring some type of fucking heat into their fucking main event match, which nobody fucking wanted, but all right.
See, WWE like put themselves into the position to give the Seth Rollins main guy idea another chance by fucking tearing it up at SummerSlam, and they're ruining it again. Again. But we'll get into that later. Bailey against Charlotte Flair. Let's just skip this. All right. I'm just gonna say this. Fucking 4 minutes, not even 4 minutes for a woman's championship match, which ends with the most idiotic finish ever. Do you remember what I said last month about women's wrestling? I'm not into it at all.
Yeah, I completely understand.
This match is the reason why.
Yeah, when you see shit like this, you're like, oh, okay. Like two women who are great wrestlers who were both in fucking NXT, and just a 4-minute match on a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, yeah. They were thinking the same thing I did. Let's move on.
Exactly.
Okay. Then we had oh, that was great actually. The Revival against the New Day. That was a pretty good match actually.
I heard people liked it. I didn't really pay attention to it.
Yeah, of course you didn't. You were ranking yourself to Tanahashi.
Yeah, no. Not wrong.
Okay. Well, it was a good match. You had some like fun spots and yeah, it had some storytelling to it as well because of Randy Orton being like fuck buddy with the Revival and the New Day's fuck buddy Kofi Kingston, like the trio type of thing. It's a nice factor into the feud, I'd say. Yeah, I'm kind of like pissed off, so excuse my language. Next match is Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross against Mandy and Sonya Deville. Sonya Deville. Okay. For the Women's Tag Team Championships. Did you watch it at all?
I mean, you can guess.
No, you didn't.
You would be right.
Well, to be honest,
that's not like disrespect to them. It's just like when I have no investment, like I don't care how good something is, I just don't give a shit.
Yeah,
and like that's no disrespect to the performers, man. I love the wrestlers for what they do, but I just no investment. I just can't get around. That's why I stopped watching sports as well.
Well, I wasn't invested into this either. I mean, WWE ruined the tag team championships a long time ago for me. So I haven't cared at all since WrestleMania. I haven't cared at all. So let's move on to something fun. Shinsuke Nakamura against The Miz. What a boring match, but fuck, Sami Zayn is the fucking most entertaining guy on the fucking roster.
Yeah, I actually like this Nakamura and Zayn tag team they have going. It's pretty entertaining.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the match wasn't like anything special, but like I said, Sami Zayn, you go, dude, you go.
Mm-hmm.
This dude is like fucking shouting the most random bullshit while Shinsuke and The Miz are tearing it up in the ring. Well, tearing it up, quote unquote. And the crowd is more into Sami Zayn being a fucking dick than the match.
Well, was it during this match where he was like shouting on the mic at the beginning and then like cut his mic?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they should have just let him do that the entire fucking match.
Well, how about the entire fucking pay-per-view?
Yeah, I agree.
Well, of course you do. Well, to be honest, they always say that The Miz brings prestige back to like the IC title, and it does in some kind of way when he's a fucking heel.
Mm.
Oh yeah, this is something I thought about. This is the show where all the heels were supposed to be faces and all the faces are supposed to be heels. But I'll get into that later.
I was about to ask what you mean.
What?
I'm not even sure. I was going to ask, well, what do you mean? But I guess later.
I'll get into that later because,
Okay.
yeah. Then we had Sasha Banks against Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Raw Women's Championship. Your opinion?
Didn't watch it due to stream fucking up.
Well, you do not pay $9.99 for the WWE network?
I don't use the network.
What?
I don't use the network.
Because you don't pay $9.99.
No, because I don't want to pay $9.99.
But it's only $9.99. Fucking hell, Michael Cole. Okay, so that was actually a fun match as well. You should go watch it if you haven't.
Yeah,
Do so. It is really what you'd expect from it. You know, Becky Lynch against Sasha Banks. You think something clinical, a great match, even though the finish was bleh, but it was a good match though. Like I was really thoroughly entertained. Like really. Are you not entertained?
no, not really.
Because you didn't watch the match.
No, that wasn't my fault in the stream. I mean, I'll go back and watch it at some point
Because
because I do like both Sasha and Becky.
yeah, and you don't have the fucking network.
Nope,
It's only $9.99.
don't care.
Okay, Kofi against Randy. Well, I wasn't really excited about this because of their SummerSlam clusterfuck. But fuck, this was pretty good. I think. Was it?
Not for me now.
No.
No.
Well, there were some botches and there was like some boring moments in the match, but I think what I remember was that it was better than their SummerSlam match. Like, definitely better than their SummerSlam match. Like, way better. You're awfully quiet.
I don't have anything to say. I thought this shit was boring. I don't want Kofi to be champion anymore.
Yeah.
I like the guy. It's just like, just get the fucking title off of him, man. Shit's going absolutely nowhere.
Well, that's what I've been saying ever since he won the goddamn thing.
I mean, we were all happy for that WrestleMania moment, and then like right after that, everybody just doesn't want him to be champion anymore.
Well, same thing with Rollins, but like, it's not their fault. It's WWE that doesn't know what to do with them because you put the belt on those two guys right after Mania, and then you feed them to guys like Dolph Ziggler and fucking Baron Corbin.
The greatest wrestler in the world. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like Tanahashi is. Yeah, fuck off. No, he isn't.
I mean, he's king of wrestling. I mean,
really? I mean, how do you expect anyone to care about your fucking champions except for if it's Brock Lesnar or like fucking John motherfucking Cena? Yes, I just said John Cena because we haven't cared since John Cena lost it in 2011. We haven't.
Can we just have Cena back to hold every single fucking championship?
Yeah, please do, because I'm getting tired, and I am glad I got back into wrestling because I fucking missed it and I fucking missed watching great fucking talent. But what I haven't missed is seeing my favorite talent, guys I've rooted for years, getting thrown to the Sharks because WWE doesn't know what to do with them. But hold up. WWE isn't the only company that doesn't know what to do with their talent. We'll get into that later after we're done with this because I'm kind of pissed at AW too at the moment.
Yeah, but like for me, and like just to wrap up my thoughts, like I love Kofi. I really do. He's just not like a main event guy.
True.
To me, it's just like these main event matches is like haven't been anything. Like his match with Bryan at WrestleMania was great. Everything else, just from what I remember, just to me personally hasn't been good.
Well, it isn't that hard to wrestle a great match with Bryan. No.
Yeah, I mean he could wrestle a fucking broomstick and have a 5-star.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what Bryan did with Kofi.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it also had like emotion going into the match, and you need stories to fucking enhance the matches.
Well, the point is, Kofi isn't a great wrestler. He's a great storyteller. He's a great entertainer, but he isn't a great wrestler.
Mm.
And you could see that in the main event match because in the WrestleMania match because the match itself wasn't that really good, but it was entertaining and you were emotionally invested into it.
Mhm.
And that's Kofi as a storyteller. Then you see when Kofi has nothing to work with story wise, his matches are going to suffer from it, even though he's facing someone who has history with it. But the build up wasn't that great between him and Orton, I think. And this is like just me, but I don't need a story to get into a match. I can get into anything Daniel Bryan does. I can get into anything AJ Styles does. I can get into anything Seth Rollins does.
Mhm.
I can get into anything CM Punk did because I love watching those guys and they could get me hooked on their matches. But they're like some guys like Randy or like Kofi. Well, not really Randy, but like Kofi or like a Miz who needs the good feud and the good mic work and the good storytelling behind it for me to get into it. Okay,
Okay.
let's move on. Oh
Mhm.
no, say.
Yeah, for me, just like can't get behind a guy that throws pancakes and uses the title like a fucking plate. I'm sorry, dude. It was just done. I'm done.
That's what I've been saying ever since he got into the
Literally,
title
like the
picture.
comedy wrestling promotion DDT in Japan, like has literally had inanimate objects as champions, and they are more legitimate than Kofi. At least they don't fucking throw pancakes into the fucking audience, man.
This is what I've been.
I just no, I was done. I was done with it when he fucking put the pancakes between his waist and the title, and he was I'm done with it. I'm fucking done with it.
This is what I've been saying ever
He's not a main
since.
event guy. He's like a very good mid carder, just like what Vince said. And I, yeah, a few months later, I actually fucking agree. Like he's just not it.
This is what I've been saying ever since his
And
feud
like
for
I don't
WrestleMania.
hate the guy. I've loved him since he had that fake Jamaican accent, man. But it's not. It's not as a champion. It's not as a like a main champion. Just not working.
Yeah, this is what I've been saying ever since his WrestleMania win.
Mm-hmm. It was good to have that moment at WrestleMania. And then just after that, like after he won at WrestleMania, if like 2 seconds later, like somebody just came in and like beat him up and like took his championship, I'd be completely fine with it.
What would have been great is that like some dude that still had the Money in the Bank briefcase like cashed in immediately after the match.
Yeah.
I mean, proper heel heat though.
Yeah.
But still, I've been saying this from the feud on ever since he got into the title picture. Like, okay, it's great for him to be finally be into the title picture and probably win the fucking title. But after that, it's going to go to shit because the guy isn't the main event guy. He's not like Brian or Cena or Roman even. The guy throws fucking pancakes. Come on. Come on.
He can throw pancakes, I guess, but like using the title as a fucking plate. Like, nah, dude. Nah.
Total disrespect. Total disrespect.
I mean, it's not that. It's just like really fucking lame.
Lame. Lame. Lame. Okay, sorry.
Basically, like what Paige did to the original fucking NXT Women's Championship. Am I right?
I do not know what you're saying. What you're talking about. Did she ever have sex on the belt or something?
Close.
Huh?
You're close.
What did you do? I don't fucking know what you're talking about.
There was a certain fluid on the championship.
Oh. She squirted on it? Did she squirt on it?
No.
Is there a video about what happened?
It's a picture.
Picture? Send me the picture like right now.
I don't have it saved on my fucking computer.
You're lying. You're probably ranking to it right now.
No, I don't.
Okay. Let's move on to the main event. Seth versus Braun. Okay. Like I said like 10 minutes ago or something. I can get into anything, like anything Seth Rollins does, like anything. Even though this match wasn't really that good either, but it was yeah, it was okay. It was okay for what it was.
Yeah, didn't watch it. Like Strowman wasn't gonna win. How can I fucking care? Like I don't care. It's Seth Rollins, Mick really Mick bland baby face who wrestles real well. Like that, just like I don't care. Strowman
That
wasn't gonna win. I don't care.
that's his character, you know. I'm Seth Rollins, bland babyface who can wrestle.
It's not their fucking problem, man. It's fucking.
You're not just a Seth Rollins wannabe. I mean, am I right?
I didn't hear what you said.
You're just a Seth Rollins wannabe.
Oh, what a fucking promo was there.
I mean, come on. Do you expect anyone, like anyone who is like the biggest Seth Rollins mark, like me, to
Mhm.
even still like this dude? Like, even I have to admit, fuck, get him off TV already. Holy
Mhm.
shit. Because if he's not going to get off TV really soon, I'm telling you, he's going to be the biggest fucking heel in the company. But like X-Pac heat, you know, people are
Mm.
turning off not to see him.
No, it's gotta go away.
Holy shit. I mean,
Seth
did you
Rollins has go away heat as a face.
exactly? And you know, the guy was so over last year in this month. Like September was his month when he was still had that IC title and he was feuding together with Ambrose, with Ziggler and what's his name, McIntyre. He was the most over fucking guy in the company. And now he's getting booed out of the building just 1 year later, still as a fucking babyface. Don't you think you're doing something wrong here, WWE? Oh yeah, it's great shit. Bark for me, Trish. I'm sorry. I had to.
Go on. It's fine.
Well, so my point earlier, all the heels should have been faces and all the faces should have been heels. Well, not all of them, obviously, but like a Bailey against Charlotte Flair. Well, Bailey is being a heel and Charlotte is being a baby face. Well, naturally, both are like the complete opposite. And I know their feud with Becky and Sasha, blah blah blah, bullshit. Like it's logical in that sense, you know. But the match itself, Charlotte versus Bailey, they could have done something with this match if Bailey was a face and Charlotte was a heel, because there was no fucking direction they could go with this match because Bailey, who is a natural babyface, whose character is nothing as a heel, against Charlotte, who is like the most natural heel in the fucking company at this moment.
Yeah, pretty much.
Seth Rollins should have been a heel ever since his Mania win. That was his high point as a babyface. He beat the fucking champion. He beat Brock Lesnar. That's when you reach your high point as a face. That's the moment you turn heel. Those heel turns are the best heel turns. Those heel runs are the best heel runs. History proves that. CM Punk, top of the world, best babyface in the business at the moment. Then he turns heel against Rock as the biggest face. He reached his high point as a face. He was starting to get stale as a face. The guy turns heel. The Shield fucking beats Evolution. is at the top of the world as a fucking face, stable. They break it up. Seth Rollins is at that point the biggest face, together with the Shield. He turns heel, gets to be the biggest fucking heel, has the best run of his career in WWE, has a great heel run, had his best run as a single competitor in the E ever, because it's been a fucking shit show. Um, Shinsuke against The Miz. The Miz should also be a heel. The Miz as a face doesn't work. And I know Shinsuke is doing great as a heel, but if you're going to have this match, fucking hell, The Miz should be a heel. In anything quote unquote big The Miz is involved with, even though it isn't that big because it's the IC title, which should feel big, The Miz should be the heel. Always. Okay, I'm done. Am I right or no?
You're right. I don't have anything to add.
Because I'm right.
No, I know. Like, I'm just kind of tired of this. Like, just tired of this concept where we just have to have a face versus a heel. Why can't it just be like face versus face or heel versus heel? Like, I just don't get it.
Yeah, that too.
Can we not have captivating stories instead of just like, oh, hey, good guy versus bad guy? Oh, that's great. Just fucking boring.
I get you. But still, this show could have been so much better if it was done right. Seth Rollins' Universal title run could have been so much better if it was done right. You know? It doesn't have to be face versus heel all the fucking time. We had a face versus face match with Seth and AJ because AJ was still a face at that time. And that match was probably WWE's match of the year up till SummerSlam, where we had Brock versus Seth.
Yeah, like you hear dirt sheets that talk about what WWE says behind the scenes, like faces and heels like don't exist, and yet like here we are with face versus heel.
Everywhere.
Just, stories aren't captivating, man. The characters are boring as fuck, and it's just so fucking boring.
Yeah, well, next month isn't going to be anything better with Hell in a Cell.
Hell in a Cell is this Sunday.
Yeah, well, I mean...
Wait, is it? What pay-per-view is this Sunday?
It's this Sunday, but I mean... our show-wise, next month.
Oh, yeah, right. Gotcha.
So, we have Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns versus Eric Rowan and Luke Harper in a tag match. We have Becky Lynch versus Sasha in a Raw Women's Championship match in the Cell. And we have Seth Rollins versus Big Mistake, by the way, the Fiend Bray Wyatt in a WWE Universal Championship on the Cell match. Big Mistake.
I could get my thoughts on the main event right the fuck now.
I touched on this like a few weeks ago with you in our chat on Twitter. Why so early? Why are you so eager to pull the trigger on Bray Wyatt now? Because all you're gonna do is like put him straight to the top, and that's like the glass ceiling, Well, not really glass ceiling, actually the metal ceiling, because you can't get higher than that. They're not patient enough to like capitalize on it. And you either do that, you either go with Bray going over Steph, which makes Bray immediately the biggest thing in the company, or you have Seth bury the fucking character. Big mistake. Big mistake. What you should have done, what they should have done with Bray is like keep his presence limited, make it feel special, make it an quote unquote attraction, and only like having come on TV like twice a month, and make him like build up something to Mania, Maybe actually have him face The Undertaker one more time a revenge match. No, wait, hold your thoughts, hold your thoughts, and actually retire the motherfucker. The motherfucker doesn't come back anymore after that because he's dead.
No, I just don't want to see another Taker match ever again.
Yeah, well, that's a problem. If this isn't gonna happen, then you'll probably see Taker wrestle until he's dead.
Yeah,
Don't you think?
I don't want that to happen.
Okay, but still, it's better to like have him like build his legacy slowly up to the ladder because of his character. You know, you don't have a competitor here. You know, you don't have like a Daniel Bryan or a Seth Rollins or like a CM Punk who. Or a John Cena, who should build their legacies around how many great matches they had and how many titles they had, like how many times they main evented WrestleMania. But this is like the next Undertaker type of character, you know? It's not about how many titles the guy has won or how soon he has won a title, but how he captivated crowds with his presence, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And this is how they're going to ruin it all. You go.
No, I was just gonna say if Bray doesn't win, for me it's over. It's done right there and then. I don't care what happens. Just he doesn't fucking take that title. Just fucking why?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I think too.
This should be obviously stated, but like when we get on here and spend our stupid opinions about stupid shit, like for me, I only care about what I think. I don't care what's better for the company. I don't care what's better for the majority of fans. For me, if Bray doesn't win, I personally am done with it. Like I just don't care. Strike while the iron is fucking hot and actually do something for once. Like I came up with this quote while I was thinking about it earlier. Like if WWE were like blacksmiths, they would be incredibly fucking bad at their job. They would put the iron in the fucking forge. It would get hot. They would take it out, get ready to forge, and they would just wait and wait and wait and wait until the fucking the metal or whatever got cold, and then they would start hammering it. Like when you have something, just fucking go with it. Just see where it fucking goes. Just stop waiting until shit cools down. Do this now and see where it fucking goes. This is the same thing when, like, for me, when Brock was champion, like, he had those matches with Samoa Joe and then fucking Braun Strowman. Like, it should have been then. It should have been then. Just like when something's fucking hot and you see that it's hot, just fucking strike. Just fucking go for it. Tired of them fucking waiting until it just dies down. I got a little fired up, but like, just do something fucking interesting for once and just fucking let Bray have it.
Yeah. I kind of agree on that. Like last year, Braun should have beat Brock. Joe should have beat Brock.
Yeah, those were fucking incredibly hot fucking matches too. Exactly. I remember getting into them. The audience were into them. They fucking both Joe and fucking Strowman brought like just fucking hell to him, and then he just like won with a fucking F5 out of nowhere. And I was like, who cares?
Yeah, I agree, dude. We thought this was gonna be a short one, but we're already going for like 40 minutes.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to Thursday. You know, debut show of WCW 2.0. Sorry. AEW Dynamite. Yeah, well, I'm sorry, but
I hate the fucking Dynamite part. Like, I hate it. It sounds so weird.
Fuck the announcers, though.
I was fine with them.
What?
I was fine with them.
So you were fine with name dropping WCW every 5 minutes?
Well, not that, but like, oh god.
What's it about the Dynamite part that you do not like?
Oh no, just like putting dynamite at the end of like AEW just sounds like the dynamite part just sounds weird. I don't know why. It sounds like really fucking dumb, but like whatever.
Mm.
I'm
Mm.
just gonna call it AEW. I'm not gonna fucking put dynamite. You can
Well,
fucking
I think no one's gonna call it Dynamite. I think everyone's calling
yeah,
it fucking
yeah, you're probably right.
AW because I'm going to like throw it in there again. WCW Nitro was catchy.
Yeah,
WWE Raw is sketchy. It's raw. I like it raw. Well, I'm sorry. AEW Dynamite. Nah.
yeah, dynamite cheese.
It's so cringy. Like it curls my toes up. And raw. Okay. To be honest, it wasn't that good of a show, was it?
It was okay.
Eh. Eh. It had its
Weird
moments.
because I've been hyped up for months, and then it's just meh. It was okay.
Yeah. Well, I liked that it was like a different format than
Yeah.
anything else because like when TNA Impact was still big, and well, big, quote unquote big, when it was at its high point, and with Raw and SmackDown, you had like the same thing, opening scene, and then you like have like authority figure come out and cut a promo, wrestler comes out, cut a promo, first match, 2 minutes in, bam, commercial break.
Mm.
It was the same thing every week. But like this show, Dynamite, I'm gonna call it Dynamite for a while. Let's see if I can get a hang of it.
Okay, go ahead.
So Dynamite starts off with a match. Wow, groundbreaking. Starts with fucking wrestling.
Bullshit, you're lying.
No, I'm not. Well, I'm kind of am because it starts with the announcers announcing dicks. Dicks. I like big dicks and I cannot like. No, I don't. I'm sorry, I had a long week. I'm glad we do not have a lot of viewers because with the language I'm using in this show, I think all of our viewers would have like flagged us already for inappropriate language because I just said I like dicks and I cannot lie on fucking live YouTube. So where was I? Okay, so it starts with wrestling.
Mhm.
That's something cool. And there was no commercial break during the first match. Like you could watch the entire
Bullshit, you're
match. Wow. Wow. Do that one more time. I fucking dare you.
No, continue.
Even though the match started off like really bad, there was like sloppiness. Like Cody against Sammy Guevara, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
It started off really sloppy. It was boring too. Brandy's legs were cool to watch.
Brandy's dress was pretty fucking great.
Yeah, and then the finish was fun, kinda.
Yeah, fucking yeah.
It had a good finish. It had a good finish, and then this is something I really liked. What's his name? The announcer, fat guy from WCW in 2000. Yeah, that guy going down to the ring to cut a promo with Cody. Then Chris Jericho comes out, fucking attacks Cody, which was great because Chris Jericho champagne shower. Fucking god. Okay. So Chris Jericho comes out, fucking attacks him. What happens? They got to a fucking commercial. But you had like the split screen, right? You could see how Chris Jericho was being a dick and beat down Cody and was being like the second best heel in the world while you were watching a Sprint commercial. Okay, it's still a commercial break, but still, you could still fucking watch what was going on.
Wish the advertisements weren't so fucking big, but whatever.
It's something good, because okay, the company needs the commercials to survive, but you're not interrupting the program entirely. Amirite,
You're what?
am I right? What do you think about the show, like entirely?
That it was an okay show.
That ending, though.
Yeah, that ending, I fucking loved it.
What happened?
Do you want me to recap that, or do you want to?
Yeah, you.
Well, our main event for AEW Dynamite.
Dynamite.
The Elite, Kenny Omega, Nick, and Matt Jackson versus, what are the names? Santana and Ortiz, formerly known as LAX of Impact Wrestling, and Chris Jericho in a 6-man tag. We had action for a while.
Hold your stuff. Hold your stuff. Like I said, I thought AEW would be groundbreaking, and they said they're going to do things differently than WWE, and we end the main event of the first show with the 6-man tag team match, which is the most WWE bullshit thing ever. Okay, continue.
No, you're right. Anyway, we had action for a little bit. Then, as Kenny Omega was going for a suicide dive, Jon Moxley, out of nowhere, showed up right behind him, and they started fucking brawling, and it was fucking awesome. They went out of the ring, through the crowd, into I believe it was a VIP stage area, fought a little bit, and then Moxley hit him, Omega, through a glass table with, what is his finisher called? The Death Rider? Or something?
Dirty Deeds.
No, I thought they called it something different.
It's still Dirty Deeds to me.
Oh, okay, well, whatever his fucking finish is called, right through a glass table.
Let's just call it what it is, a fucking DDT.
Yeah, double underhook DDT, yeah. That's exactly what it was. That took Omega out of the match. They went to a commercial break, I believe, and then they came back, and the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick, were on a 2-on-3 handicap for the rest of the match. Would you like to get into the ending, or?
Go on.
Okay. Let's see, what was it? All right. We got back from commercial break. There was a little bit of more action as Matt was playing the babyface, playing up for the hot tag for Nick.
Your voice is so sexy.
Oh, okay. Sure. As I was saying, Matt was, playing for a hot tag for Nick. Nick Jackson finally got in the ring, and he fucking went off. I don't know if you saw that, but fucking, Nick Jackson's so fucking good, man. He went off.
I skipped that match, to be honest.
We were on the call when you did.
Yeah.
You said you were skipping it.
Yeah, I did. I was done with it.
Okay.
I fucking hate wrestling.
Don't we all, dude? It's so fucking stupid.
Okay.
Anyway, that happened. We continued, and towards the ending, I forgot how the final moments played out, but let's see, what did happen? Can't remember how it played out, how the final brawl happened.
Well, match ended. Chris Jericho pinned Matt Jackson. Right. Then they were celebrating, and then Cody runs out, and then Guevara runs out, and then the other guy runs out, and then you know who runs out, and you continue.
Okay. Yeah, as this one was continuing. Chris Jericho hit Matt with the Judas effect.
Was it a code breaker?
Oh no, Matt and Nick were going for the Meltzer driver. I believe it was Nick who was going for the spring.
Springboard.
Yeah, the springboard. I called it a spring jump. A springboard, and got caught in midair by a codebreaker by Chris Jericho.
Mm-hmm. Look, I skipped the match, and I remember.
Dude, I've been up all night, and I have a shitty memory anyway.
Okay. But, granted.
Yeah, that happened. Believe Santana and Ortiz beat down Matt, and then they both Irish ripped him into Chris Jericho, who hit the Judas effect, which I'm kind of starting to warm up to as he's like starting to get it down. Like, I think it's a pretty cool finisher now. At first, I didn't kind of think it was that, but yeah. Jericho got the pin, and then a beatdown ensued, which is my favorite part of the night. We had the fuck. I don't even remember.
Okay, so Cody runs
had,
out.
Yeah, we just had Cody run out. We had Sammy Guevara. Guevara. I can't pronounce
Guevara. No one cares. Guerrero.
We had him run out. Then we had
Dustin Rose. Yeah,
we had Dustin come out, and then we had a surprise debut. And I'll let you take over that because you're more excited about that than I am.
Undefeated in Belter MMA. The next big thing. Jack Hager.
Formerly known as Jack Swagger of the WWE.
Well, I am kind of excited to see how Jake Hager is going to do there because, well, we all know Jack Swagger wasn't really the greatest performer in WWE, but we all know he had like okay ring presence, okay in-ring work. You know, his mic skills were fucking trash. We all know, but still. He was really entertaining with Cesaro, with attacking Cesaro and Seb Coulter. What were their names again? The Real Americans.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Cesaro's from Switzerland, but you know,
that
was really great. You know, I was really a big fan of the Real Americans. I was really a fan of Jack Swagger as a mid-card talent, and I'm really kind of like excited to see where they're going with him. Like, are they going to make him the face of the mid-card of AEW? Like, they're going to make an AEW TV champion or something, and he's going to be like the first, or is he going to be like another tag team wrestler? I'm really excited to see what they're going to do with his presence, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I hope they're going to do more with him than the E did, even though the E tried with him. Like, they gave him the world title really quick, which was too quick for his sake, granted, because the guy was in it for like a year, not even a year, and he wins Money in the Bank. Like, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. Of course, his career is going to go nowhere, but still, I think I'm not going to like make it too big or anything. It's not Chris Jericho. It's not fucking John Moxley. Excuse me. It's not fucking Phil Brooks, who might come back. You know, no, he won't. He won't. But you know what I'm talking about. You know, it's not the next big thing in AEW, but it's like a thing in AEW, and he could like take them forward. Like he's filler. You know, he's the mid card, but you know, he could just imagine AEW All Out 2 next year without a proper mid card. You know, that's why he's there, to have a proper mid card.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's why I'm excited. All right, let's move on. We haven't watched enough wrestling to do this, actually, but let's do it anyway. Your wrestler of the month.
Oh boy. It's really good question. Fuck. Oh.
I have mine.
Go ahead with yours.
John Moxley, because he fucking put Kenny Omega through a glass table.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they killed Kenny! You bastards! I had to.
You did this before we went live.
Yeah, but I had to do it again. So there you go. John Moxley's my wrestler of the month.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I believe I said at the beginning of the show. I can't remember when we went live, but like I just, for whatever reason, just this month, I just didn't want to watch wrestling. But
Yeah, me neither.
No.
So I think it's kind of dumb to do like the match of the month.
Mhm.
Well, I have my match of the month. To be fair.
I do as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Go on.
You go first.
I go first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Eric Rowan versus Roman Reigns, Clash of Champions.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
No, it's a good choice.
Yeah. What's
Oh, well.
yours? Bailey against Charlotte.
No, me versus my boredom of WWE product. This is stupid.
I am done with you.
Dude, when I'm tired, I get so fucking random.
I'm so fucking done with you. I'm turning off the mic.
No, I would have to actually say Riho versus Nyla Rose. I actually like that
Okay.
match quite a bit.
Okay. I skipped that match, to be honest.
No, to each their own.
Uh-huh.
I'm actually excited to see what AEW does with like all the Joshi women that are possibly coming over.
They're probably all in a gangbang with Kenny Omega because you know how Kenny likes the Japanese.
That's the end of the show, folks.
No, it's not. We still have our 5 questions to go.
I have like one.
You did not prepare again.
No, I had like 3 ready, and then I forgot them. But I remember one of them.
Okay. You go first then.
I believe a interview or something came out about AJ Styles saying like this is potentially his last contract run. I believe 2 or 3 years, and that he's probably going to retire with WWE.
Mm-hmm.
How do you see his? Well, this is kind of a 2-part question. You can answer either or. How do you see his last year going, and who do you think his last match will be with? You can answer either one or the other because going for a year kind of seems too much.
I'm going to answer both. But it counts as one question. I don't want to see him get retired by either Daniel Bryan or Shinsuke Nakamura, which is obvious as to why, I think. Because, well, I prefer Bryan, you know. They have a great history, Ring of Honor. So it also has with Shinsuke, you know, because of his feuds in WWE and his Chaos versus Bullet Club in New Japan. And even though Shinsuke isn't big enough right now in the E to retire him, but it could like push Shinsuke to the top, you know. But I would like to see either one of them retire AJ at WrestleMania. And I think it's obvious why, you know. It's the safe choice, great match potential, and great story potential, you know, especially between AJ and Bryan. Let me pitch this to you. You know, you can have like AJ being the jealous heel. Oh, you made it into the E first and got this entire career first, blah 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 blah. But I'm better than you. And then Daniel Bryan fucking retires you, motherfucker. Get out. The gay community.
Okay,
but that's
I literally just came up with like a joke answer. What if AJ's last match? Do you remember his gimmick beat up John Cena?
Yeah.
What if John Cena returned as a heel and his new gimmick was I'm going to retire AJ Styles?
That's the end of the show, folks.
That's my joke answer. Literally just came up with it.
Yeah,
no. I was going to ask an actual question. Do you think he'll have a championship run in his last year?
Nah.
No? Okay.
He does right now in the United States Championship run. Yeah.
No, like a main title run.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Fair enough.
No, 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 no. Okay. Do you think AW will beat NXT in the ratings next week again?
Do I think they'll beat them in the ratings again?
Yeah, like they did this week.
Yeah, I do. We talked about this before we went live. I do predict a little bit of a dip in AEW's rating because, like, this is their first big show. They're going to have a big inflation of that. But yeah, I do. I think AEW is going to beat NXT until NXT does something drastic, I guess. Like, I read the Squirt Circle on Reddit earlier, and somebody was saying, like, well, kind of like a joke, like, oh, like Vince is probably going to see the ratings and be like, oh, we're moving NXT out of Full Sail, and I don't know, that might create something, but yeah, I think AEW will beat them for a while at least.
Okay, it's fair. It's fair. Your next question.
I don't have any.
Yes, you do.
I don't. The AJ one was my one.
You had 3 prepared. You have.
I
3.
forgot 2 of them. The one with AJ, for whatever reason, I just remember that one.
Because I'm the biggest AJ Styles fan, you know.
Okay, when did you start watching them?
When did I start watching AJ?
Yeah.
It wasn't TNA. It was still like the 6-sided ring, but it was like last stages of the 6-sided ring. You know, I think 2009. I think something like that. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, 2005 for me. I win.
But I wasn't like the biggest fan of AJ at that point. You know, I started like liking him when he started turning his back on TNA storyline wise. With the entire aces and eights bullshit, where he got into when he got like into the darker side of AJ Styles, you know,
okay, emo AJ,
emo AJ, yeah, soccer mom hair AJ, emo AJ. But then he started tearing it up in New Japan Pro Wrestling. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
I remember when he debuted, I was fucking ecstatic.
Yeah.
I didn't see like that shit. Like, fucking blew my mind. Like, I didn't think that shit was ever fucking possible.
Like, I think AJ's debut in New Japan Pro Wrestling is what made New Japan Pro Wrestling so big at this point.
Yeah.
I really think so, because this mainstream name in the American professional wrestling world debuts in New Japan, wins his first IWGP title in, was it his first match? I think so. Anyway.
What? I didn't hear what you said.
I think, wasn't AJ versus Okada for the title his first match?
I believe so, because he did attack Okada in his debut.
Yeah.
With Bulk. Yeah, I think so.
And I think that's like one of the main reasons why New Japan is so big right now in the entire world.
Yeah, definitely had to go for North America.
Yeah. So, and that was like the point, and I really started to be like the biggest AJ mark, because his stuff in New Japan was so different from his stuff in TNA and Ring of Honor. I mean, he was a great wrestler there, but he was like the fun spot monkey, even though he was like emo AJ already, he was still like the spot monkey. But when he like started in New Japan, it was like the hard hitting and really technical as well, like overly technical. And I was like, damn, I've never seen this out of AJ. Like, I've seen sparks of it, but I didn't know he'd work an entire match like this. And that's when I really started loving AJ. Yeah, that was
a tangent about AJ.
What?
It just went off like to fucking some more talking about AJ.
AJ, wow, AJ. Okay.
Fucking wrestler.
Let me ask you my next question.
Um. mhm, mhm, mm. Who should take off the title from Kofi? Who should take the title off Kofi?
Lesnar tonight.
Lesnar tonight?
Yeah, he has a match with Lesnar tonight on SmackDown.
I think I'm watching SmackDown later tonight.
Yeah. I'm serious, man. Just like let Lesnar have it, man. I wanted that title off of Lesnar so fucking bad, and I want him to fucking take the title from Kofi.
Well, I would rather have Lesnar and Kofi at this point too, so it's okay. Because fuck Kofi. I'm sorry, Kofi, but fuck you. I love you, man, but fuck you.
I love you, but I hate you.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I love Kofi, but fuck.
Like to me, there's not like even a plan for like what Lesnar would do next. Just like have him like win the title and then go back home and just not come back for like a year.
A year.
Yeah,
You think they're not gonna have Brock at Mania?
it was a joke.
Fuck your jokes.
Sorry. Not like this. Just have Lesnar win. I don't know what the plan is. I have literally fucking no idea what I would want him to do next. Just like have him take the fucking title, please. Especially on the fucking premiere of SmackDown on Fox. Like, please do something interesting.
Oh, did you hear that CM Punk was backstage at SmackDown last
Yeah,
week?
he confirmed it in an interview.
Yeah, I watched those interviews, and he was like, "Yeah, it wasn't WWE that reached out to me because fuck those guys. It was
Yeah,
Fox."
it was Fox. So.
Yeah. Okay. Just out of the water. Continue. Or were you done?
I'm done. Just
Okay.
please tonight.
What's your next question?
Told you
I
before.
don't know. I don't have any.
I mean, if you have questions, you can ask me.
Okay. Let me just finish
I'll
up.
have more for next month because, like I said, once AEW premieres on TV, and that'll be weekly, and then
Okay.
I'll actually have someone.
I'll finish up my next 3 questions. And then you also have time to think about your questions, even though they're like stupid questions. I still want those 4 remaining questions. All right.
Sure.
And next question. Do you think that do you think New Japan Pro Wrestling really dropped the ball with Katsuyori Shibata?
He had like a really fucking terrible injury. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay. Well,
Well, still, do you think they dropped the ball with him?
I actually don't know much about his the few months before he had his injury to answer honestly. Like I like Shibata a lot, and I really wish his shit didn't happen. But like I don't know. I don't know enough to answer that honestly.
By the way, people, FIFA 20 sucks.
Okay.
Yeah, random.
It's a
But
sports
I
game. Of
I
course.
thought about it because the game sucks. You know, it sucks. It sucks balls.
It's a sports game. Of course it does.
Well,
Every sports game sucks dick.
like you.
Only on a Tuesday.
Okay. This is my 3rd question, I think, for you.
I mean, I have one.
Do you think? Well, in retrospect, no one expected Daniel Bryan to ever make an in-ring return. Do you think Edge could do the same thing and bring one more match, just one more? Do you think? But I personally think if he has one more match, he's dead.
His injury was his neck, correct?
Yeah. So was Bryan's though. Wasn't
I mean, he gave what was Elias a spear?
He gave Brodus Clay a spear, and that's when Well, the week after that spear, he had to retire.
Yeah.
But it's because his weak, his neck was so weakened of all the other injuries.
Yeah. I mean, if it's his neck, then I would have to say no. I don't think so.
Because it was Brian's neck as well, I think.
Uh, yeah, like I don't remember Daniel Bryan like
Well, of
it
course
was
you don't.
something with his like neck and shoulder, and he was like having like
Numbness.
yeah, some I don't know.
Because
I heard so many different like conflicting reports of what it actually was, and I still actually don't even know.
because the only report I read about Daniel's injury as to why he had to retire is because it was so similar to Edge's injuries,
Hmm.
and that's why I think if Daniel Bryan can make like a return in like 3 years, 4 years after his retirement, can Edge maybe bring one more match after 10 years? 10 years after his retirement, almost 10 years. I think it's 8 years or
Maybe
something.
like if it's anything like what happened to Dan O'Brien, if like doctors like look at Edge and say like, yeah, you can, yeah, we'll allow you to wrestle, just be careful. Then yeah, sure.
Okay.
I mean, I understand like if that does happen, WWE being reluctant to do so because like I 100 like I see both sides. Like I respect what WWE's doing to make sure this shit doesn't happen, but like I'm also like pro-choice into like these guys are like grown men. If they can make the decision, then if they're being told they're clear and they're grown men, they can make their own decision. If they want to wrestle, then they're going to somewhere. Like Daniel Bryan, like, he was going to wrestle somewhere else.
Yeah, probably. Well, if his contract had run up. So let's slide into my next question, which is my fourth question.
I actually have one.
Hold your thought, because I'm going to finish up first.
My fucking question is going to be pretty fucking.
Okay, write it down now.
No, it's going to be boring. It's going to be a boring one.
I don't care. Write it down because you're going to forget all.
I'm not going to forget about it. Trust me.
Okay, so to continue with my previous question, who should Edge's match be with if he ever brings that one more match? Who should his one more match be? With who?
I mean, me, I would just say Christian, honestly.
Well, Christian is not cleared at all, but yeah, I can see that.
I don't think Christian retired due to injury. I think he just retired because it's just done. But I could be wrong.
No, he was. He had to retire because of injuries as well. It wasn't just that big of a deal because Vince McMahon hates his face.
That sucks. Okay, well, I'll change my answer then to. Oh.
John Cena. Do, 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 do.
Sure.
God damn it, Spencer. Yeah.
Really? I'll probably just say Rollins, honestly. Battle of the Hair.
Huh? Battle of the?
What? I didn't hear you.
Battle of the? What did you say?
Battle of the long hair.
I can see Rollins versus Edge.
Yeah.
Because they're, well, when he was a heel and actually had a character, Rollins had a similar character traits than with Edge. He had similar character traits, like the opportunistic side and like the cockish heel side. I can see that. I can see that happen. Okay. What's your question? Your second question.
My question was about AEW.
Oh God. Yeah, go on.
At the end, we saw I guess you could call it an alliance form with Jericho, LAX. What is his name? Jack Hager? Correct? Hager and Sammy. What do you think if they form like... they're probably going to, but if they form like an actual official faction, what do you want their team to be called?
Wait, it's a faction between Jericho, LAX, and Jake Hager.
Yeah, and Sammy.
And?
Yeah,
Sammy Guevara, yeah.
If they form like an actual work together as a faction and not like a one match blow off thing. What do you want?
Um,
Told you it was a dumb question.
it's a pretty good question because I don't fucking have an answer. Hmm. Tu- tu- ru- tu- 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 tu. Hmm. Fuck. I'm I'm pretty good with this kind of shit, like with coming up with things and names, but well, no, I take that back because I came up with the name Smarks Clash. I take that back. I'm not good with it at all. Um, mm, Something with Judas. Mm, the Judas Gangbang. Nah, Judas. Something with Judas. I think I would go with something with Judas because of Jericho's finisher,
Mhm.
and because they attacked fucking Cody Rhodes,
Hmm.
you know, and the Elite, which is like the Jesus type of characters in AW, and they like attacked the Elite, which is like the Jesus type of characters, like I already said, and that's why Judas, because Judas turned his back on Jesus. Hmm? Hmm? Nah, no, no,
No, I didn't hear you.
you motherfucker. The something with Judas.
Yeah. It could
Okay.
be like the Dragon A faction. It could just be Judas in all capital letters with like the A like flipped like upside down, and like they can make a design out of it and just call it Judas.
Yeah, something like that.
That's fucking Dragon Gate.
Judas is fucking asshole. Something like that. Okay. I think this is my fifth question.
I think I don't have no clue.
Yeah, it's my fifth question right now.
Do you have it written down?
I have it written down, but in Dutch. I have to translate it. Um. What do you think about the commentary team changes on WWE?
I mean, it's better than hearing Michael Cole, fucking do his usual shtick.
But
So,
Corey Graves, though.
I mean, I like Corey, but like, Michael Cole really brought it down a lot.
Is Corey still on the team, though?
I think I actually don't remember what the switch is. I think he might be on SmackDown now.
Okay. Well, it's something else now that Cole is finally done for, because I think everyone at this point was fucking done with Michael Cole.
Yeah, like I couldn't do his like the big dog. It's boss time. I couldn't do it, dude.
Knee.
Yeah, I just fucking done with it.
John Cena is the greatest of all time.
Mm-hmm. I mean, funny enough, I would actually prefer Michael Cole over Mauro Ranallo. So,
what?
Said I would prefer Michael Cole over Mauro Ranallo, who's a commentator for NXT.
I heard you, but what?
Oh, yeah, I don't like Mauro Ranallo.
Well, I would take Michael Cole over JR at this point.
I wouldn't. Absolutely not. JR is not that bad.
JR is really bad.
Maybe it's just me. Like, I don't really pay attention to commentary that much, so like it might not be a big deal to me. But like, I don't really see like why people are complaining about JR.
Well, he doesn't have it anymore. He sounds like a fucking dumbass. Even worse than Michael Cole.
That's a hard disagree for me.
Yeah, but you don't pay attention to commentary. How could you possibly disagree?
Because when I do it, it's just like when I watch Raw or something, like when Michael Cole, of course, was announcing, like I would pick up something like bad that would make me go like, why in the fuck? Like, shut up. Like, that doesn't happen for like JR for me to. It just doesn't. Like, I don't feel like he ever says anything like dumb where I'm like, What? Just
Well,
just calling the match.
well, instead of saying something inexplicably dumb, JR just falls silent. Like he's explaining something, and then he's like,
Mm,
well, I don't fucked up, you know. And then
mm,
he says something dumb. Like he shh for 10 seconds, and then he says something dumb,
mm, mm.
which Excalibur should correct afterwards. Like he does. Excalibur corrects a lot of what JR says, and
Yeah,
that's something Michael Cole didn't have because he had to work with Jerry the King Lawler and JB fucking L and Byron Saxton. If Michael Cole says something stupid, JBL or Byron Saxton says something even more stupid, while Excalibur corrects JR.
Mm.
They're both done at this point. Well, Michael Cole is just bad. JR is done. You know, that's the difference.
Mm. Agree to disagree.
Okay. Well, you still have 2 questions to go.
I don't have it.
I don't care. You go.
I'll make up for it next month.
No. I
You
disagree.
You want there just to be dead air time, just me fucking thinking of stupid questions to ask.
Well, just ask stupid questions then. Like, what's your favorite finishing maneuver?
So fucking no.
Oh God! Now I have to go with that.
Hold on, give me 1 second.
What? Well, he's gone. Well, he just mentioned dead air time. This is dead air time. Is he kidding me right now?
I don't let my cat out. Sorry, I have the door to my bedroom closed. My cat wanted out.
Did you even hear what I was saying though?
No, I took my headset off.
Like when you like left, I was like, and he just mentioned dead air time. This is what dead air time is.
Okay, I'll just ask something very simple.
Okay.
Do you think Hell in Cell is going to be a good show?
I usually enjoy Hell in a Cell,
Mm-hmm.
even though it's wank. I don't know. The show doesn't have potential at this point. Well, hold up. Hell in a Cell is this Sunday, right?
On the WWE Network for only $9.99. Apparently.
Fuck off. That's my joke. Oh, actually, it isn't.
It's only $9.99.
Hold up. Hell in a Cell 2019.
$9.99.
Well, how can anyone predict if it's going to be a good show? There are only 3 matches announced.
Wait, really? I thought there was more.
No.
It's literally Thursday before the fucking show. What?
The show is this Sunday, right? It's the 6th of October, and today's the 4th of October.
Oh, no, today's Friday. What am I talking about?
Wait, let me check another site, because that's Wikipedia for you. Hell...
No, there's only 3 matches, apparently, for whatever fucking reason. I guess.
Hell in a Cell 2019.
There's only 3 matches. Seth and Bray, Becky and Sasha, Daniel and Roman versus Eric and Harper.
Well, there's still a show to come, but still, like, how are there only 3 matches announced 2 days before the show?
I guess SmackDown tonight's gonna fucking supposed to have something, I guess.
Well, it's 2 days before the show.
Yeah. I thought there would be more. Honestly, I should have checked.
So even the WWE Championship match isn't yet announced. Oh yeah, that's logical because there's a match today. Okay, that's logical. But still, 3 matches.
Yeah, I thought there would be more.
So it's weird. I cannot predict this. I usually enjoy Hell in a Cell a lot. even though it's wank. So I think it's gonna be a mass show, but a mass show which entertains me. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it with that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll add on another question. Knowing how how some of Bray Wyatt's matches in the past have been fucky, in quotation marks, do you think anything fucky is going to happen in his match with Rollins?
Fucky.
Yeah, like, remember when the TV exploded when he was fighting fucking Ambrose or whatever? You think something like that's going to happen? You think something stupid's going to fucking happen in the match, regardless if he wins or loses?
Do you remember WrestleMania against Orton, where there were like bugs in the ring projected? Oh my fucking god! I hate this company so fucking much. Or the Hell in the Cell. No, I think it's a steel cage match with John Cena. I think with a little kid singing. Of course, something fucking is gonna happen.
You think do you think the little fucking like sock puppets are gonna fucking jump Rollins? I guess their rival. What happened at the end of AEW this week?
I think the witch is gonna like the sleeping witch in the Firefly Funhouse is gonna like cast a spell on Rollins, which allows Bray to do the 1, 2, 3.
I wouldn't mind actually seeing something like that.
I fucking hate you, Spencer.
Dude, I wanted fucking Corbin to be fucking King of the Ring, and I got what I wanted.
You what?
Because I just want to see how shitty and memey something can fucking just can get.
You fucking what, mate?
Yeah.
You're the reason why we have Baron Corbin being King of the Ring.
Yeah, because like I want to see how for certain things I want to see how bad it gets. I just want to see how far it fucking sinks.
Yeah, you watch Dragon Gate, so it can sink really far for you.
Yeah, like I want Wyatt to win just for his character and to actually keep hot. But if he's gonna lose, let something fucking stupid happen, please. Please let him grab a fucking bottle of water and it just fucking explode or something, dude.
If a bottle of water would explode, it would be in Seth Rollins' face, and Bray Wyatt would go over because it's Bray fucking Wyatt.
Or if plans could fucking backfire, you never know.
Yeah, okay. It's Bray Wyatt. Knowing his history, I think something screwy is going to happen, especially because WWE would really want to protect Seth Rollins, give him the John Cena treatment at that, So I think something fuck is going to happen. Because WWE is really keen on the fans turning into their hottest product.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to overprotect Rollins and have Bray win, but with something quote unquote fucky. Fucky. For only $9.99.
Okay, I think we can fucking end the show now.
Okay. Okay. So Hell in a Cell, yeah. Okay, let's add something else. AEW's next pay-per-view is in November,
I believe.
Okay. Are there any matches announced yet? Let's see if we can get into that. John Moxley against Kenny Omega is announced, and Chris Jericho versus Cody is announced. That sounds really well, to be honest.
Fucking good.
Oh, by the way, Chris Jericho is Le Champion, the AEW. He isn't the champion. I love that part of the show. He's Le Champion. I think we are off the air. Oh no, we're not. We're still here. But let's get off the air. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.